Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. It's Kenny Phases here, and today I'll be showing you how to create this stunning logo effect using geometry nodes. This works on virtually any logo or image, and it's quite simple to set up. So let's go ahead and hop right in. All you need to start is your logo, and any format should work. I'll be using the Superhive logo for this example. Let's start with a new Blender project and add our new geometry node setup to any object we like. The first thing we'll need is a grid node. This will be the base for our entire effect. I'll plug in a base value for each vertex amount for easy control later. For the size, I'll set that to something square like 10 by 10. Next, we'll set the position of our grid using the set position node. We'll drive the position with our logo. Using an image texture, I'll plug my color output into a combine XYZ node, targeting the Z axis specifically. For finer control, I'll use the vector scale node as an adjuster. To ensure our image always fits inside of our grid, I'll plug the UV map from the grid into our image texture. This will work best with square images. Now we'll go ahead and generate our curves. Convert the grid to points using the mesh to points node. Next, we'll take those points and actually connect them together into one continuous curve using the points to curves node. After setting the spline and handle types, we can convert this back into a visible curve using the curve circle profile. We'll choose a lower resolution for faster compute time. For the final addition to this setup, we'll add some noisy texture movement to our curves. Utilizing another set position node, we will drive the Z axis again, but this time with a noise texture node. Make sure to set the node to 4D so that we can control the W value. To create our movement, we can simply add the scene time node, bridging the frame value with a math node for speed control, and we can plug this in directly to the W value. Now, when we press play, we can see some subtle movement on our curves. Let's go ahead and assign our material next, and I'll add it to this object directly. Then we'll assign that material back in geometry nodes using the set material node. Now back in the shader editor, I'll add the same image texture that we used before, plugging it directly into the color socket of our principled BSDF. I'll drive this with the texture coordinate node set to generated. We'll mix this with the Gabor texture using a mix color node set to overlay, and this will give us that threaded look. To further enhance this, we'll drive a bump node with the same texture, giving raised edges to our additional threads. Now as far as lighting goes for this scene, I'll just use an HDRI and a focused area light. I'll direct my area light to the focal point of the logo. Additionally, I'll add a plane underneath of my curves and set that to a color that will blend well with the logo. For my camera, I'll just use an orthographic lens pointed at my main subject with some slight angling. I always like some nice depth of field with my renders, so I think I'll add that as well. At the end here, you'll see me fine-tune basically everything, including the camera angle, light direction, material, and even the thread count. Just remember that every project is different, and don't expect to get the exact same results that I did, even if you use the same values. Our final effect looks awesome, and keep in mind that this does work with pretty much any logo that you throw at it. Just be sure to swap the logo in both the shader editor and the geometry node setup for consistency. If you love learning awesome Blender techniques from industry professionals, you should consider attending BCon 2026 this year in Austin, Texas. It's full of incredible 3D artists and industry-leading Blender enthusiasts. Check our pinned comment below for more info. And if you learned something new, feel free to also drop a comment below. And we'll see you guys in the next tutorial.